Hey everyone, Steven here from Adolescence, and welcome back to another fragrance review. And today I'm very happy and proud to be sharing with you my thoughts on the newest fragrance from Thierry Mugler. This one is a 2015 release and it goes by the name Angel Men Ultra Zest. So here's the bottle, pretty cool looking bottle, kind of has like this neon finish to it. This was a collaborative effort between perfumers Jacques Couclier and Quentin Biche. Now, both of whom actually work for Givaudan, which is the company, and Jacques Couclier has done many of the other fragrances in the Angel Men lineup, as well as the original Angel Men. So, of course, we have Pure Havane, which is tobacco-based, we have Pure Malt, which is malt-based, and then we also have Pure Coffee, which is coffee-based. Now, of course, as the name would imply, Ultra Zest, this is a very zesty fragrance with some notes of citrus, particularly tangerine and blood orange, but it's also called Ultra Zest. Note how it's not called Pure Zest. So is this going to be a deviation from the original lineup, or is this going to bear some similarities to its predecessors? Of course, it still has Angel Men in the name, but how close is it actually going to smell to the original Angel Men? So I'm going to let you know what I think of that in a little bit. Next up, let's take a look at the presentation. So here's the box for Ultra Zest. You have this really nice texture over here on the back. You can kind of make that out. You have the name of the fragrance, name of the company, UPC code serial number down at the bottom. You have this really nice image over here on the back. And then you have some more information written in a few different languages on this side of the box. Nothing going on at the top. And that's pretty much it as far as the box goes. Nice looking box. Now as far as the bottle goes, man, this is a bright neon color. You have to see it in person. This actually looks like you're staring into the sun. You have the traditional Angel Men star here in the front, information engraved at the bottom. Of course, you have the sprayer up here at the top. The atomizer, it works okay. It could be a little bit better. It depends. You got to get the right grip on it. But other than that, well done. And that was a presentation for Ultra Zest by Thierry Mugler. Alright, so the best way that I can describe Ultra Zest by Thierry Mugler is that to me, it smells like an orange creamsicle. It's such a heavenly blend of notes, and you have the orange, but then you also have the vanilla, and it honestly just smells like an orange creamsicle. This is very much a gourmand. It's sweet, it's alluring, it's decadent even. So what do you get from it? It opens up with a combination of different citrus notes. You have blood orange, and then you have tangerine. Now, in the opening, I also kind of get like a tart, lemony finish to it. And I know there's another popular fragrance called 1 Million. That fragrance also contains blood orange. I don't really get too many similarities between the two, but I do get really nice orange accord in the opening that actually lasts for a long time. You know, you smell a lot of citrus fragrances and you think to yourself, oh, okay, I kind of think I pick up on a little bit of citrus here, and then 10 seconds later it's gone. With this one, it will linger around for hours on end. So I like that they are actually staying true to their name, Ultra Zest. It's very zesty, and it will actually last for a long time. Now, once it starts to settle on the skin, of course, you got the nuances of the spices like the cinnamon, the ginger, the black pepper. You also have this mint note that really opens up the composition, makes it that much more brighter, as if the citrus weren't enough. And then you also have the coffee and the caramel. Now, I know caramel is not listed as a note, but hear me out. I think this is the note that allows the comparison to be made between this and the original Angel Men. Now, the original Angel Men, as well as Pure Malt and Pure Havane, they all kind of have that gourmand oriental sweet thing going on. That's because they contain an organic compound known as maltol. And maltol has kind of like this sugary, almost cooked fruit kind of quality to it. It smells sweet, and it's almost, it also smells caramelized. So this has that same thing going on in there. But the difficult thing for me is you hear a lot of people using other fragrances as a frame of reference. Like people will say Pure Leather smells like the original. They'll say Pure Havane smells like Pure Malt. They'll say Pure Wood kind of smells like Pure Malt. With this one, it's hard to compare it to another one. You know, it kind of falls like right in between Pure Malt and the original. I can't really pick sides with this one. So what I like is that even though it's a flanker, and I don't think it's a deviation from the line, even though it's ultra and not pure, I don't think it deviates from the line, but I do think it kind of stands on its own. own. I really like this one. Now, of course, it will bear some familiarities to the other flankers when it starts to settle into the very dry down of the fragrance, which comes like 8 to 10 hours later. But I do think that it smells very nice from the opening to the dry down. Now, as far as the base goes, you do have some woodsy nuances in there, of course, just like the original Angel Men. The gourmand properties of the composition still linger. You still have coumarin in there, which is basically tonka bean, and it gives it that nutty sweetness with a vanillic overtone. But then you also have the original note of vanilla, which lingers from the top to the bottom. So, of course, the citrus goes away from the opening. You do get these other gourmand, rich, sweet, decadent notes that come out in the dry down, and this is just a great fragrance from start to finish. You know, I was looking for a citrus-based fragrance that also had a little bit of sweetness, because I like to smell fresh and clean and citrusy when I go into work. I don't want to wear anything that offends, but I also wanted something that could really do well in the colder weather. You know, here right now in February in New Jersey, past week it's been in the single digits, so I want something that's really cold, something that will do really well and kind of evokes that thing. And then you've got the mint and the citrus. This one just does so well. So I'm really happy to have this one. I can see this being a staple in my collection, honestly, and I'm not just saying that. I loved Pure Wood, I love Pure Malt, Pure Havane. Honestly, the only one in this line that really didn't cater to my particular taste was Pure Energy, also known, formerly known, I should say, as Pure Shot. That's the only one that really didn't give me a good vibe. But this one, you got that orange creamsicle thing going on. It's very decadent and gourmand. I think this is a great addition to the Angel Men lineup, and my fiance absolutely loves it. I've been wearing it the past couple of days, and she's really in love with it. So compliment factor on this one is also pretty high. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Last up, we have the rating. First up, we have uniqueness and overall smell, and I'm going to end up giving this fragrance an 8 out of 10. Now, this is a great fragrance, and it could have potentially gotten a high score. The only reason why is because I think the original should get the credit for really doing it first. You know, this is a flanker, but I do think this one is capable and worthy of standing on its own, so it does deserve a really high score. And you see citrus, and you think it's going to be this fleeting aquatic. It's not. This is a gourmand orange creamsicle type of a scent. Definitely worth looking into. You got the ginger and the tonka bean and the caramel, the vanilla. It's really well done. Next up, we have longevity. I ended up giving it a 10 out of 10. I know people online say they get 12 plus hours. Maybe I come in contact with a lot of things throughout the day. I only got like 8 to 10 hours, but I have gotten 10 hours on a good day, so I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. Projection is also a 10 out of 10. Projection is great on this scent. You do 3 to 4 sprays, it will envelop your body, will give you this scent cloud for about 3 to 4 hours, which on my skin, I have very dry skin. On my skin is actually excellent projection. It might fare better on other people. It might underperform on some people. You know, everybody is different, but you think citrus, it's not going to last. It does last. And it does actually perform really well. Maybe it's the volatility of the citrus that really allows you to get noticed while you're wearing this scent. Next up, we have versatility. I ended up giving this one a 7 out of 10. Now, first of all, I do think this is a unisex scent, even though it's marketed for men. I do think that it's a little bit more on the playful, casual side, you know? I want something a little bit more serious, maybe more woody, more refined, perhaps with a bit of vetiver in it. If I want to attend like an, you know, upscale, you know, suit and tie kind of scenario. So I do think it's a little bit more on the playful side. As far as the note breakdown goes, you got the citrus, which is very evocative of the summer and the spring, but then you also got the vanilla, the caramel, the coffee, which really makes it go well in the colder months. So this is a year-round fragrance, or a Vivaldi, as the Fragrance Brothers would say. And as far as age range goes, I think this is really a little bit for the younger crowd. I can't really see anybody like 50 and up wearing this scent, you know, but if you have that youthful appearance and vibe to you, I think you could pull this off effortlessly. And last up, we have presentation. Honestly, I'm going to go ahead and give it a 9 out of 10. I think the color is very bright, and some people might find it a little bit tacky, you know, kind of like it's trying to get your attention, but I think it's an accurate reflection of the smell. And I'm going to go ahead and give this fragrance an overall score of a 9 out of 10. I think that this is a solid fragrance. I actually really like this fragrance. I love this fragrance. I'm really happy that they released something like this, you know, and for the spring, I think that this is a perfect scent if you're craving Angel Men, but the original is too strong for you, and Pure Malt kind of gives you that boozy feel, and you're never a fan of Pure Energy. This is the one to check out. Honestly, I'm really happy to have this one in my collection. I'm not trying to hype it up. I just am a big fan of this scent. So guys, thank you so much for watching. That was my review of Angel Men Ultra Zest by Thierry Mugler. If you own or have tried this fragrance, please let me know what you think. Leave a comment down below. Also, please don't forget to rate and subscribe for future videos and frequent giveaways. So guys, again, thank you so much for watching. This has been Steven with another fragrance review from Redolessence. I'll see you guys soon.